Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see where your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. The way this read is going to go, we're going to pull a topic, we're going to discuss the journey, the lesson, and then we're going to understand the lesson and the journey. Towards the end of the read, what we're going to do is pull from the crystal deck in order to focus on the chakras that we need to work on. We'll say an affirmation, and then we'll say another affirmation, which I have come up with in order to release the negative energy from this read. We're moving forward, not backwards. And so there is some type of attraction and there's opportunities that's happening at the same time. So the attraction energy is Mars, and so with that being said, if your Mars is how you take action when it comes to doing things, and so your attraction, things being hot or cold to you, depending on what it is, but there is some type of leap of faith that's happening. There's some type of freedom. There's some type of opportunity again, and the Uranus energy is here. If your Uranus is your freedom needs, your freedom needs, how you like to be free, things like that. So this is what you're doing. You're taking action and you are being free, or you're taking a leap to do something based upon new opportunities, and that is always good. So again, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. The reason why I say that is because I want my channel to get out there to like-minded individuals. This could be about taking action twice, right? New opportunities beginning. But this could be in regards to a home, a commitment, a family. This is you doing something that's courageous. Your Jupiter. The Jupiter energy is what you value. So however you value this home situation is something that you need to pay attention to. But anyway it goes, it's like you're doing things that you're doing things that you're attracted to. You're taking action, or you are the person that you're dealing with is doing this. We have the shadow side being here at the bottom of the deck underneath these ones. So a dark night. Somebody could be going through a dark night of the soul. These cards popped over first, so I'll put these out. Yeah, you're living in the present now. You're not worried about the past, which causes fear. You're not worried about the future, which causes anxiety, and you're transcending. There's some type of unity that's happening, and I think this is in regards to a relationship, the alchemy, the ancestors' guides. Your guides, they are guiding you in order to make the best decisions possible for you. There's some type of truth. So somebody is expressing themselves to you. They're expressing their truth to you. In the past, they might have been blocked, but now they're ready for some type of unity. There was toxicity and toxic energies. You felt bound, and like there were patterns, the back and forth patterns. And now there's some type of growth. So over this summer, which is not over with. So again, understand that it's not over. So they still might have time or need some more time to take the courage and come towards you, take action again. But until debt tear us apart, career, contracts, and commitments. This person was committed to all types of energies, but now they're having some regret and making decisions in regards to the past control tactics or the things that were controlling them. The contract, the careers, the commitments. Saturn energy, right, is to let you know is your work ethic. So yes, when it comes to the control tactics, the way they do things is totally different from how you do things. They love with money. They have all these contracts, career. To me, it sounds like, respectfully, they're liabilities and not an asset, and you're looking for assets. And so this could be the reason why this person, the commitments weren't happening, because they were tied down and bound to a situation that is causing them to to be controlled. And that is just how I see it. But yeah, somebody has been spying, watching, and inspecting you when it comes to divine feminine energy. Could be you, the divine feminine, or you could have, a lot of feminine energy in your chart. Nothing wrong with that, respectfully. It's just saying that, somebody is spying and watching because of the nurturing energy that you give off and the loving energy that you give off. And so somebody is realizing that they have to do something different. Listen, these reads keep coming out the same way. I can keep pulling different cards, but they somehow come out the same exact way. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull from the archetype deck to see the type of person or the trait of the person that you've been dealing with. Because again, Somebody has been bound to contract, careers, commitments. Could be relationships, could be marriage, could be children. It could be something that was stopping the new beginnings. And so, they had to go through this dark night of the soul, the unknown, the mysterious energy of dealing with their shadow side, or, and come up with the truth and realize what it is. And so the way that they operate is, not the way that you really care about, and so anyway, at the bottom of the deck, the extrovert. So this is somebody that's outgoing. It says has a lot of friends and interests. It's easy to get to know them, enjoys being the center of attention. So again, the new beginnings coming with an extrovert, or could be the person that was always outgoing and the center of attention, and now they realize that those were the toxic things that kept them bound to toxic situations. And so they have the decision to make, because you are not that. You are the empress. You are the high priestess. Good on paper. So it says may seems good, but not good in reality. May seem good, but not good in reality. Checks off the traditional boxes, settling for good enough. So we're not going to settle in this situation. What we're going to do is we're going to move forward when it comes to things that make us live in the past, or in the future, and have regrets, right? Regrets and anxieties, okay? So that's the growth that you had to have, but this person had to experience the dark night of the soul, which they may have seen good on paper, and that's why all of the things look good when it's contracts and all this, flashy stuff, but when it comes to actually being an asset and not a liability, that's the difference between you and them. They have all these liabilities that they are bound to, and it's toxic, and some of them could be toxic people, toxic situations, past situations that probably had nothing to do with you, but they had to figure out how to get out of them. And in the past, they weren't really worried about getting out of them, because they didn't worry about, they never thought that they would lose you. The student and the rebound. It says still learning important love lessons. This is this person. It says their soul wants to learn and evolve. Love has taught them a lot of lessons. And so I'm not going to just say love. I'm going to say your love has taught them a lot of lessons, because you taught them unconditional love. And that is the difference. And so all the control tactics, all the bound, the contracts, all of that stuff isn't what it seems when you're not around. That's why they're watching you. And so the feminine energy, you nurture, you love, you are everything to the situation. So you ask your spirit guides to help this person transcend. You sent strength and healing, period, to this person, and now they have a decision to make. But it all started with you taking a leap of faith. You taking a leap of faith and going after the things that you were attracted to, taking action in regards to what it is that you feel like you need to. So again, the Uranus energy is your freedom and your freedom needs, so you're not bound to any type of situations unless it was with this person. And then once you realize that this situation was bound, they were bound to all type of other stuff, then you had to say, you know what, I need to learn a different lessons. I need to move forward. And now they're watching you. The extrovert is watching you, because they realize what good on paper is. It's really nothing. It's just more contracts, more toxic situations, more patterns, more things that hold them down. Does that make sense? And so the rebound is here. Just ended a relationship, dates to get over their ex, distracting themselves from pain. And that's what this person did. They were always having lots of rebounds, and that caused a lot of toxicity. And that's probably where this family came in at. But, respectfully, I'm not going to be the one to judge. I'm just telling you what I see. So let's pull from the love situations. Yeah, let's pull from the love situations. I just feel like this person had to realize that everything, everything that glitter isn't gold. And they also needed to realize that all of those cards flew out. Did you see that? I'm going to go ahead and get them. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm still here. Hold on. So, yeah. I was going to say everything that glitter isn't gold, but the thing is that here's the thing. When they realized that all the assets, all the liabilities that they thought were assets were good, whether it be from a person, place, thing, situation, whether it be from contract cars, renting places, all of these different things, when they realize that it's a liability, then they'll want to know, and they'll realize that even though they think that they're good on paper because their credit score and all this other stuff, yeah, look, the divorce is underneath here. So if they did something just to stay looking a certain way. The good on paper type energy, does that make sense? The divorce. They've been through a divorce. Wasn't a long term live in relationship. Currently dealing with a divorce or breakup. Yeah, when they realize this, see that's the thing. Just because you have a credit score, and see, we don't hold. We have stuff that we hold on to. Let's look at the bottom of the deck first. Lessons. Yeah. Again, this is a lesson that this person had to learn. It says love lessons learned, shift in perspective. It says raising your vibration. So this person had to raise their vibration because they were the player, playing the field, refusing to commit. The grass is greener syndrome. So they felt like because somebody was, had this or had that, and it was that, it got them into a contract to where contracts or some type of commitment where it was toxic and it was bound and there was patterns and they used that against them. And so you were trying to tell them that, you know what, tell them your truth and let them understand that in order to be abundant, you cannot have anything tying you down or any person, place, situation tying you down to where you feel like it's becoming, you're bound to it. You want to be able to get up and go and to understand and know that you have to become an asset, not a liability. That's why I make those cups all the time. Asset, not a liability, because of the fact that people think material is everything and it weighs them down, and then they start to chase the dollar, and then they start to chase things that don't make them happy, and then they start to give out this toxic energy, and then they put it against the people who really love them, and then they realize that they lose this person after this person decides to take a leap of faith and move forward to what they're attracted to and not even be a part of this player type energy anymore. Because respectfully, we deal with it because we love this person, but when we actually have to really sit there and think about it and regret why we're making a decision to move forward, because it's like a control. This person is always going to be controlled by material things, and that's not us. Does that make sense? Anyway, paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed by love, holding back, fear of falling in love. Now, this could be this person. They could be paralyzed by love. They could be fearful of falling in love, but they're really in a mental prison, overthinking creative scenarios, thinking of you a lot. That is the energy that you were in before you decided to take this leap. You were paralyzed by this person's player-like ways, and so therefore unraveled. Oh, wait. Is that unraveled? Unvalued. Okay. Unvalued. Okay, yeah. Taken for granted, unequal, give and take, not feeling appreciated. And so, again, they felt like the asset liability type thing, or the contracts the contract career commitments, or also what was it? The hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like, and I don't know where I left off at, sorry. But I just feel like, they have to realize that the contracts, the careers, the commitments, it's all liabilities, and when they realize how much it bounds them down and keeps them tied up, it don't matter if you're good on paper. So even if you're finding somebody that look good on paper, that crazy toxic bull crap is, patterns that they go through with everybody. It's not just one person, it's everyone. So then they turn around and they start living in regret, but they have to live in their ego for a minute because they're trying to act like they have control over the situation, when in actuality, you let them know that that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? And so just because somebody is good on paper don't mean that the energy is good enough for you to have to deal with it and keep dealing with it until it becomes something to where you make a permanent decision on a temporary emotion and, mess around and have a baby by somebody, or mess around and, buy a house with somebody that you got to go through a legal type of battle with. And that's not something that you want to do. So the other card that comes out is self-delusion. Yeah. Not seeing reality clearly, lying to yourself, false notions about things. And so, again, you guys both do that, but you do it on different perspectives. You do it when it comes to seeing the love that you have for a person. They do it when they come to seeing how much they can get out of a person that looks good on paper. They're delusional about when it comes to emotions, love, and the things that are beneficial, what they think is beneficial to them. And you're just like, when it says paralyzed by love and unraveled and in a mental prison and self-delusion, because these are energies that you feel when this person makes you feel like you're not worthy of their time and energy. And so this other situation is the good on paper is, until they realize, unlocking Locked doors are opening, removing blockages, love is coming. So here's the thing. When you decide to take this leap and go after the things that you're love, that you're attracted about, and even, not even start to think about this home, this family commitment anymore, and you start to transcend and you ask your spirit guides to help you, you start to unlock the doors and start to see that you were just like a rebound, or they made you feel like a rebound, and now you had to learn lessons in love and turn around. Once you did that, then you started to take your control and your power back and grow. And so therefore you force them to have to look at it and say, wait, Cancer isn't there for me like he or she used to be. Cancer is acting different, and that's the lessons that you guys both learn and love. And then it comes with the wedding part, because it says love is coming in, seeing a future with you, taking it to the next level. They choose you. So that's what they start to do. They start to choose you when they realize that, and then they start to break the contracts, because remember the divorce card was somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at, but the divorce card comes out because, again, they know that they got themselves into a mess. And so they're no longer wanting to be the player anymore. They just want to, yeah, here it is right here. They no longer want to be a player anymore. They're ready to, go through this dark night of the soul, and transform. And so that's just kind of how I see that. So I'll put this over here so you can see that, because now the player is ready to break the commitments that they had, because at first they weren't willing to commit until they realized that just because this person is good on paper, it doesn't mean that this is something that is worth even dealing with, and dealing with the toxic energy about. You get what I'm saying? And so now they start to reminisce and wonder about, where's Cancer at? And you're like, I'm doing me, boo. Even though it's like, okay, you love this person for the time that you did, but you had to move forward with yourself. So I'm going to pull from the breakup oracle, because you guys are in separation, and again, they're having a divorce and they're wanting to marry you, but you're like, I'm not second best, but then you're like, okay, is that considered a rebound again? Am I being delusional? Am I going to be unraveled? Is this mental prison going to happen? Am I going to be paralyzed again? Or is this going to, or did this time apart unlock something in this person and cause some type of growth, to where they realize that being an asset is better than being a liability. And even though this person was better on paper, it's time for them to sign them papers. But, it's up to you. So the breakup, yeah, regret. This person is living regret. I regret walking away. I wish I knew then what I know now. Of course they do, right? Of course they do. I'll pull one more card. Yeah, they do, because, again, that I can show you better than I can tell you, or, this is why I'm doing this, which causes a turmoil, yeah, they're stalking you. Secret love. So, here, where is it at? Oh, watching you, stalking you. I'm often check on your social media to see what's up with you. You see what you're up to. Sorry. Secret love. I kept my love for you a secret. It's too complicated to explain, because all of these things. And remember, I said to you that they feel like they have everything together, but in the waiting game, yeah, I've been slow to return, but maybe it's because I know you'll be waiting, and that's how they were until they turned around. Yeah, trust in divine timing is what it says. And that is how you have to make a decision. Again, you ask the ancestors to help you. Was it to help this person move, or did you move on? I'm letting you know now so we can both move on. And so, you could have did that. You could have told them that. They're letting you know that so that they can move. You guys can both move on. Or they could have told you that. And then feeling like the grass is greener. That's what the player type energy says. The grass is greener syndrome. Like it's always better, because you don't flaunt the things that you have, or you're able to do the things that you want, but you realize that two is better than one, and a home, a family, and a commitment is something that is better to work together instead of this back and forth stuff. And so that's just kind of how I see that. Now, with that being said, since they're worried about your finances and what somebody else is doing, you decided to get up and to work on you, work on your money. You got to get that money, baby. Yeah, health. Yeah, you worried about your health. The rebel. Yeah. So it says, stay focused. Hold on. I cannot see that. I know sparkly. Energized and sparkly, maybe. It says limited beliefs are limiting your abundance. So again, this all these things start to limit your abundance until you're grateful for the present moment, right? Not the past, not the future. I always say that, right? So it says system buster, entrepreneur, or teaching others a better way. You could be telling people how to do things. Don't get caught up in certain things. It says you're a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. And so you are the rebel. And so therefore, when it comes to your health and just doing things, you could be a therapist. You could be anything when it comes to, it says it's time to improve your financial health and habits. So it's time to improve your financial health and habits. So it says doctor, nurse, dentist, therapist, or any career in healing. You could be healing people by telling them what you've went through. Replenish. It says replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what's next. So that is what you're doing. You're going to prepare for what's next. That's the reason why you're realizing you're living in the present. You're transcending. You're taking leaps, and you ask your ancestors to help you. But somebody has conflict going on. It says you might find yourself having personal clashes again, right? If you're experiencing competition, see it as a chance see it as a chance to up your game. It says the downfall. It says you're not willing to fight for whatever it is that you're wanting, that you're wanting. So again, if this is what you want, work on you. Work on you. Send strength and healing, period, for this person, but work on you. Work on your health. Work on creating. Work on getting out of debt. Work on your self-delusion, the unraveled energy, being paralyzed. Work on all of those things. Okay, I had to pause it real quick. I forgot I had class today, and that's what I had to do really fast. So YouTube time, I'm back. It's a little bit darker, but it's all right. Rock with me. So anyway, I just feel like with all of these things coming here, you understanding where your strengths and weaknesses are. Pull up your birth chart. Go to astrology. What is it? Oh gosh, I got to think of the name of it. It's Astrology Cafe. Astro.astrology cafe. Go there, pull up your birth chart, and see if you learn the houses and learn how you deal with certain things when it comes to your ascendant, your moon. Okay, so your ascendant is how you act in new situations, right? Your moon is your emotional personality. Your sun is your fundamental qualities. Your Jupiter, what you value. Your Pluto, your inner drive. The Neptune. It's just, you have to understand why you are who you are. You got to know your birth time and your date and everything like that. So look on your birth certificate and see what time, the day and time that you were born. Of course, you know the day, but the time that you were born, to understand how you deal with certain things. Once you get an understanding of that, you'll understand why you hold on to love so tightly, or why things are. No, I'm not perfect, but I always remind myself of where my birth chart is, because it makes sense when it comes to how I deal with things, how I make myself feel a certain type of way when things don't have any type of substance or any type of foundation, because I know 9 times out of 10 I kind of dumb myself down in order to be with certain situations or in certain situations. And I realized that a lot of my the things in my chart are so accurate and on point. It will kind of help you get through it. So it's Astro Astrology Cafe, I think that's what it is, or just Google birth charts and find out. But the things will happen for you in divine timing, and this is what you have to decide if the person that they felt was good on paper was better than what it was that you had, or the things that they thought because they had the 800 credit score, they had the businesses, or they had the jobs, the contracts, and things like that. They looked down at you. And so you were worried about family and coming together and building a foundation, and they were building their own, what they thought was a foundation that turned around and became a permanent decision on temporary emotions. Does that make sense? And so let me go ahead and, they're going to regret a lot of the things. But again, once they realize those situations, they'll come back to you. And the thing is that you have to ask yourself, are you going to accept this person back, or are you going to take it slow? Because you've been waiting while you've been dealing with this rebel. And in the process of it, you had to realize who you are, and you had to understand why, things were so important to you. Does that make sense? So 2 cards, I think, turned over. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I'm not taking those. Sorry. I just actually let the cards go. So the devil energy, all this needs clarity. Look, the lovers, yeah. 10 of cups, the lovers, the knight of swords, the chariot, the star, the 10 of wands, temperance, moon, knight of cups, 4 of pentacles, 2 of pentacles, emperor, the fool, 6 of pentacles. Yes, I will take these because this just completes the story. It does. And then I might just clarify one or the two. My nails grow so fast. I need to go get them done again. Okay, the devil energy is here. So again, the temptation, the bondage, and the addictions. Right? Addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. The addictions. Hold on, let me cut this light on. The addictions, when it comes to this situationship or this relationship, is what makes you feel some type of way. And so you have to be able to trust in the decisions that you make and in the lessons that you learned in the process of this, right? And so with that being said, that is, do you remember that perfume, Apple? Okay, anyway. So with that being said, the stalemate, the indecisive energy, the avoidance that's happening when it comes to the Two of Swords, the difficult situations when it comes to you trusting in why you're deciding to take a leap of faith and be abundant. It's because you've been given to a situation wholeheartedly without expecting to receive the same yourself. 6 of Pentacles energy, but comes out with needing clarity. There's no balance here. And also, you were afraid to take a leap with the full energy. Even though you have the leap here, this is before you got to the point of taking the leap and understanding that you have the power. You have the power, the stability, the order, and the protection to take a leap, but you want to somehow juggle the options that you have and try to negotiate when it comes to dealing with this person, place, thing, or situation. And so the 4 of Pentacles is like possessive control. Again, comes out twice because, again, this person is mentally controlling you by you being so in awe with them, and they're turning around and making you paralyzed with, how they, how much you love them because they know it until you realize that you have to be, go after your heart. Always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray. But your heart is letting you know that this is something that you need to do to take off and do things for yourself. Creativity, romantic, and proposal. All of these things are not going to happen with the situation. And so that's the reason why you're turning around and you're looking at things in a different perspective. The moon energy is here. So the moon energy says illusion, fear, and hidden truth. So the hidden truths are there when it comes to them thinking that people that was on paper was everything to you. And then we have the temperance. There was no balance here. The 10 of wands, too many burdens. So the 10 of wands in the upright just lets you know that the no perspective burdens and accomplishments are not there. You feel burnt out, pressure, and overwhelmed. That's why it comes out with needing clarity. The star energy says no matter the situation you find yourself in, there's always hope, have faith, be optimistic, focus on self-care. But the star in reverse is insecurities, disagreements, and kind of like foolishness, like just or lack of faith, lack of faith, not foolishness. But then the chariot is here, right? Our card, right? So triumphant, full speed ahead, willpower. But there's no, you're stagnant. This energy was keeping you stagnant. So you had to be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, go after it in a single-minded determination, and take action. You know what you want. You had to take a leap and do it and follow your passions in order for you to be abundant. And then the lover's energy. Gemini energy, doing what makes your heart happy. A relationship, sexuality, soulmates, or a union, a connection, or love. It was not there. And so with the lover's energy being here, the lovers in the reverse is just letting you know that, when it comes to these types of situation, there's sufferance. There's you being obedient to a situation, and there's a lot of conflict. So you turn around, 10 of cups energy, and don't see where the happy, harmonious satisfaction and the love will be. And so that's the reason why you feel this way. Let's pull a couple more cards. And go from there. But the way the cards fell out, I guess it was meant for me to take that. Those are the lessons and why you decided to move forward. And so after this, we're going to go ahead, look at this, needing more clarity. So this just lets you know, the magician, you weren't able to manifest until you got out of your head and stopped being paralyzed from this situation and stop letting this situation hold you back, because that's what the paralyzed says, holding you back. The paralyzed energy holding you back, feeling unvalued. You know what I mean? You were feeling unvalued. You were feeling like, You know, you couldn't trust in the devil energy, the toxic energy. You were overthinking and recreating situations and scenarios in your head, and therefore you had to get out of that energy because you weren't able to manifest, and all you saw was more so doubt than anything else. And so this comes in the in the reverse. Damn. We got to clarify this one. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright is prosperity, foundations, and trust. But in the reverse, there's no trust. There's why the Two of Swords energy comes out with not having trust in this situation right here. You had to be able to trust in yourself and not in this situation. And that's the reason why the Ace of Pentacles come out here. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Ace of Pentacles because it came out in the reverse. But I just feel like that is what you had to do. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You know, you have to make a long-term investments. This is for long-term energy. You plant the seeds, you see good results with the Seven of Pentacles. Could be 7 years you've been dealing with this person or whatever. And so that is why you had to turn around and balance yourself out, because again, and move forward with confidence, because the Seven of Pentacles lets you know that, you know, 7 years you've been patient. You've been waiting for good results. You've been trying to wait, but you know, here it is. There's no trust in this situation. And so at the bottom of the deck, yeah, you've been in limbo, hangman energy, sacrifice, letting go and feeling suspended. Nine of Pentacles, 9 years in order for you to get to the abundance. Again, back to where we're starting. This is why you're taking a leap of faith. You know, this is back to square one. Having unity. If not unity, you got to take a leap and go after the opportunities so that you can have the Nine of Pentacles, 9 years of waiting for abundance, discipline, and self-reliance, to deal with yourself, to trust in yourself again. And that's why you're going to have the unity that you need. Page of Wands energy, good news, curiosity, and artistic. But the Page of Wands also says, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment right now. So you need to have abundance and be grateful so that you can transcend into greatness and go from there. And that's you having a realization. So let's go ahead and end this reading by pulling a crystal. And then we'll go ahead and release this negative energy with an affirmation. So you guys do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. And remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. The Motivite, this cosmic connections, yeah, dealing with people in the 5D, high vibration and acceleration. It says crown, throat chakra, and heart chakra. So, okay, your crown chakra is your spirituality, your selflessness, and your wisdom. Your third eye chakra is your intuition, perception, and understanding. Your throat chakra is your ability to communicate, express yourself, and trust in yourself. That's the whole point of this situation, to be able to trust in yourself and not wait for somebody to do that, and to be able to communicate why you've been patient and why you had to move forward. It's for your own abundance, because at some point the unity was not there. And so that is how we see this energy. Your throat chakra, again, let me say it, the communication, expression, and trust. And then your heart chakra is your ability to love, be harmonious, and to forgive everyone and in this situation, and also forgive yourself for holding on and waiting for too long. But that doesn't mean anything. What happens when the cycles of life, I didn't even see this card. I don't even know when that came out, but the Wheel of Fortune is here. That's the ebb and flow of life. You learning the lessons of how to move forward when things keep you stagnant. And so that is for fate, destiny, and a turning point. This is when you decide to reach this turning point, when you realize that you have to be grateful and abundant in the present moment and not in the past or living in the future. And so the affirmation says, my perception of the universe is expanding. Again, my perception of the universe is expanding. So now let's go ahead and let this old energy go by saying my affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.